Wall Street surged today
after President Trump announced a 90-day pause, the exception, China.
Finally, investors had something to cheer about as trillions of dollars flowed back into Wall Street.
This might be a top 10 single-day rally in history.
The S&P 500 surged 9.5%, while the tech-heavy Nasdaq shot up 12%, driven by the Magnificent Seven stocks with Tesla, NVIDIA and Apple leading the charge.
The biggest increase in the history of the stock market, that's pretty good.
The market rebounded from massive losses on the stroke of a pen, with the US president giving allies a tariff reprieve for 90 days, downgrading the hit to a tax of 10% while they strike deals with the Trump administration. It's a big backflip and one that comes at a cost.
While you appease financial markets for a bit, you've lost a lot of skin and you've shred a lot of credibility in what has happened.
Trump's turnaround was sparked by a sell-off of US government debt known as Treasury bonds.
Bond market is very tricky. I was watching it, but if you look at it now, it's beautiful. Yeah, I saw last night where people were getting a little queasy.
People like billionaire fund manager Bill Ackman, who said that bond yields are up, the dollar is declining, warning that these are not the markers of a successful policy.
Yields went higher. In other words, the cost of America borrowing money went up. So a huge lack of faith in US government debt. There's never been a question about their ability to repay until a 48-hour period, until early this morning Sydney time.
Westpac's head of financial market strategy likens this week to the fall of the Berlin Wall in reverse.
I'm actually a little bit shaken. What you've seen is an epoch change in the political and economic structure of the world. I genuinely think that what you observed yesterday was the breaking of this long-standing financial, almost moral authority of the US dollar and the US government debt.
Investors in Australia also flocked back to stocks, with the ASX closing up more than 4%.
We're at least seeing, a huge relief rally today on the signs that, maybe Donald Trump is amenable to some flexibility here.
Markets in Asia also rebounded. Away from the stock market, people are still worried.
I think it's quite alarming that one person, albeit, the leader of the free world, can have such a negative impact on the global economy.
We're not sure he's going to drop it, lift it, cancel it, whatever.
With it anybody's guess what Donald Trump or the stock market could do tomorrow or the day after that, some economists are now calling on Australia's Reserve Bank to hold an emergency meeting to cut interest rates.
I think there is a good case for the RBA to consider going earlier to sort of calm confidence, and it wouldn't surprise me if after this relief rally, risk starts to return to markets in the next few days and weeks.
Globally, a trade war between superpowers is still escalating. China has slapped another 50% tariffs on goods from the US, while Washington raised its taxes on Chinese products to 125%.
We can probably reach a deal with our allies, with the other countries, and then we can approach China as a group.
A deal's going to be made with China. A deal's going to be made with every one of them.
The world is now waiting for one man's next move.